everybody, my name is Archangel and welcome back to Disco Elysium Part 3. So I'm pretty excited to go ahead and jump back into this one. After last time, I'm a little scared considering how many game overs I got during the last video. Speaking of which, if anybody watching these has any tips or tricks for me, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I swear it's fine. As long as it doesn't venture into the realm of backseat gaming, I am perfectly okay people giving me tips and tricks and stuff like that for me to remember. If there's anything you think I should know going into the rest of this game from here on out, feel free to let me know down below. But I think without further ado, I think we'll go ahead and jump back into this. I'm not quite sure where to go from here, unless I just leave. Locked, cannot be opened from the side without a pass card. Is there a pass card in the room with me that I could maybe grab?
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
That way I could maybe...
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders, hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara, and the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages.
I don't know.
You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Volition. Ooh. I'm worried that if I fail this, he's gonna get depressed again and throw a fit.
Hundreds of documents and the same material. You already went through all of
let's
these.
close it for now. I really don't want to game over again. Anything else of use in here? I was supposed to talk to the Union later. I would really like to find... There's no possible way for me to get, like, a... Yeah, I can't level this up yet. Well... Okay. Yeah, I don't really have much of a choice. Hold on. What's this?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic.
Ah, right, the
As you
payphone.
pick up the handset.
No, for now. Did I pick up the coat? I know I can put it on. I don't think I did. Oh no, I didn't. Okay. I don't know why. I jumped all the way over here. Did like a whole thing and didn't even get it. Sure, why not? Don't I look nice, Kim? Isn't this a nice outfit for me? A nice look? Oh, brother, I don't know what to do. Since I'm like already over here. Is there anywhere else I can go in this area that could maybe help me out, I wonder? The light on the platform. Sure, I'll take that with me. Machines are sleeping. I know I left this guy alone before. Can I talk to him though?
The lyrics.
I've heard this before.
Container, Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I
Hi,
see
buddy.
You're not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right? What are you doing with the containers? Where is everyone? The harbor is empty. Do you work here? What's in that container over there? Points to the container suspended from the crane arm. Looking for the leader of the dock workers union. What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
Things I needed to discuss.
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
He probably doesn't know anything anyway. Who in their right mind would tell him?
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood. Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys. Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Thanks.
Bye-bye now.
Okay, he was pretty chill. Hey, Kim.
Yes?
This is not, that won't help me at all. Maybe save real quick as soon as I get in here. I think I can, I know that the thing I picked up in that room can heal my morale, I believe, but, what does it keep telling me that I have? Okay, there we go. It was just letting me know that I have the jacket that I always had on me. Okay. They're made of pallets. Okay, here's the only thing. Alright, we're gonna do a little quick save real quick. And this will be our saving grace, I guess, if me pressing that button as soon as he has a mental breakdown doesn't work. I don't even know if that's how it works. I just, if this doesn't work, I have to go out and abandon where I am currently.
Says nothing, with a mixture of expectation and impatience. Well,
welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard Clare.
I'm gonna skip some of this because we've already listened to it.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us go.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. filter it out.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with... I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then...
You're no
Okay.
Tartan Felician.
Excellent,
Fine,
Mr.
whatever.
Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude... This should...
We can
it should
skip
be
some of
sufficient-
this.
That's 25.
Yes, I know, Laurie.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Don't mention it. But also, don't forget it. I'm just kidding, of course.
He's not.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about what...
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. The world
I'm just gonna do it, because there's no way I'm getting through this conversation without it.
When he said, don't worry, he actually meant, be very worried.
I know everything, Harry.
Okay,
Right
thank
now,
goodness
I
that that
know
worked.
You're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
Sure
I
thing,
wouldn't
Kim.
be so sure about that.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. Nope. Quick save. Oh my gosh, what's happening? I can't quick save? He's gonna have a mental breakdown. Oh well. I know it works now, so.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry.
So what? Men
You're
can
about
cry.
to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
Yeah, I'm not having a great time, I'll be honest. What am I supposed to do about this? I know that there's a world in which you can do this check, because there's a 17% success rate.
With a mixture of expectation.
Welcome,
I
Mr.
have to, because I don't have any other
He looks
recourse here, so I have to
whatever
save
he
scum
has
a little bit.
certificate in it.
Okay, so if I don't take the
Always keep
check,
at least 2 barrels
little
loaded.
higher of a success rate. I will keep that in mind.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about
There's
to
a
cry.
world in which it can happen.
You're about to cry.
So it wouldn't have the
because you
percentage up
lost
there
your gun and those
otherwise.
children.
If I don't do it, I just get to sit here forever. Can I just go and get more stuff for morale? Oh, I have to go this way. Hold on. Where do I get that? I wonder. 'Cause I think you can buy stuff from, like, in town, but I'm in the, like, harbor right now. The dockyard. Like, where am I gonna get that from here? We're just gonna leave. Bye. Until I know what I'm doing, I'm afraid that that's just gonna have to be a crutch for now. Is there a way back up on the roof, I wonder? Oh wait.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arrête are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On.
Hold on. I don't know what this does. We're gonna quick save real quick.
A rusting marsh. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Oh? Is either going to give us somewhere else to go, or...
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled. Moving this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus. Except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Glad to see. I don't know what the other one does, but that gives us somewhere else to investigate very quickly.
Before you stands a cargo container. Just one of many in the yard.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? You just picked one out because you wanted to interact with a cargo container. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to get the body down from the tree.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions, with some puzzlement. No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal. Doesn't sound
Impossible.
like there's anything inside the container.
Okay, what does the other command on the panel do? Hold on. We're gonna do that too. Because I'm just
Across the
curious.
control panel,
I don't know what
the
else
does
to
not
do.
Return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Alright, great. Okay. I think there's really only one way to do this. Right now. I need to get out of the harbor. That's my main issue. I don't have, me coming in here, fully my fault. 100%. I need to level up my stats before I can even think about talking to Everett. Or, at the very least, get more morale stuff in order to save myself when this happens again. I need to get out of here. And there's really only one way to do that, and that's to do all of this at night, which I didn't do, in order to go into his office and get a key card and then leave. So apparently I can do that at night, and I guess the way to advance time is to read books, I suppose. Here, let's talk to Kim for a sec.
Yes? What do you want to know? Ah, yes. The case brief. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of a security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth. They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized Peace Corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case.
I have a new skill
Uncover and
point.
arrest the killer.
See, this is a mysterious case. Oh my gosh. Had I known that talking to him would have given me a skill point, I would have done it a long time ago. I can level up my volition now.
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the dock workers union. Maybe more than that. The union clearly wants a piece, not just of the industrial harbor, but the Wild Pines Corporation itself.
Is this a strike then? Or the first shots in a workers' coup?
I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community maps. Strike, coup, revolution. It's brigandage, however you parse it.
You feel something rising through you, a familiar feeling, an opinion taken form.
Grind into pig's feet. The decision must ferment in me. Also, nationalism. I don't think grounding one or the other side into pig's feet will do anyone favors. I'm really, really smart. I spent the last 20 seconds deciding on which side to ground into pig's feet. Why?
When I said we have to navigate community matters, I did not mean we have any say in them. I meant...
From an imaginary fan.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Yeah, I'm good for now. Alright. This is hopefully... Okay. Thank you. This might be just what I need, actually. We're gonna quick save there. If it doesn't work, that's fine. That means I just have to come back out here and wait a little bit longer, but we're gonna try to actually get some progress during this episode of the Let's Play. You know, like how a Let's Play usually should go. Hey, buddy.
Before you, with a mixture of expectation.
All right.
I'd offer...
He looks
You go ahead.
whatever he had. Forget about that.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. So
The chair you...
by this should take care of that. It should be sufficient.
Wow, that's 25 real. That
Okay, now,
the world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. When he said, don't worry, he actually meant, be very worried.
I know it's not like you...
It was
Okay.
loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least... Who does this
Oh
guy
my
think?
gosh.
Ronnie the rookie?
I
You
succeeded.
ain't worried about your lost gun,
Fantastic.
or unpaid bill, or forgotten name. You're the bad cop. You're probably more corrupt than him. Fuck yes. You're part of the old guard, the ancient guard, the most corrupt, unholy cops in the land. Chill out like the black dragon you are.
Sink deep into the folding chair, smile and cross your hands behind your back.
The fat man does the same, sinking deeper into his chair. than one would think is physically possible. He seems to be enjoying your little display. Good. Now lean in with some corruption.
That we do, Harry. Let them say what they will about you and me. We're both born fighters.
Nice bit with the chair, by the way. A good way to keep your guests on
Why,
edge.
thank you. It's always nice when a fellow professional appreciates your work.
That's it. Now kick back and add a final flourish for dignity.
Thanks for your hospitality. Feel free to visit me down at the station anytime. This is a worm's lair. We both know why I'm here, to help you grow your horde. I'm not saying I'm corrupt, I'm rational.
You strike me as a reasonable man, Harry. I like that in a lawman. Let's cut to the chase, shall we? What can Everard Clare do for you?
I think we'd like to ask you a few questions. Don't you think so, Detective?
Somehow you managed to get yourself out of this one. Now quick, keep the momentum up. Ask questions. Whatever you do, don't ask him about the gun first. You don't want him thinking you're scared.
Okay. Ask me how I got in. You called me Mr. Dubois. Why? Could you help me get a dead body down from a tree? Let's talk about my lost gun. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me, but there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door opening machines? I've opened a few doors in my life. You've heard wrong, Everett. We're not.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
An excellent opportunity
Sure.
presents itself.
I
Sam.
believe you.
You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Why don't you just open it yourself? Whose door is it? But you don't even know anything about the hanging. Fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level. You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
You might have noticed there's one hanging on a tree behind the hostel cafeteria.
Oh my. Don't take this question personally, but why would I get involved in this matter?
Mr. Clare, the man was hanged with a cargo belt, a steel-reinforced cargo belt. It's safe to assume the Union had something to do with the murder. Besides, getting the body down would benefit all of us. It's a stain on the neighborhood.
I can certainly see how having him up there might start affecting some real estate values. But of course, all joking aside, I am going to help you. Jean-Luc, my
Okay.
boy, I'm sending 2 police officers down. They have a dead body in a tree problem they need help with. Namely, they need it to be taken down. And Jean, please take it easy with the race science. That's a yes to getting the body down, no to the race science. You can find Jean-Luc down at the gates. He's the big impressive one. You know, tattoos, muscles, ethnic looking.
Don't worry, I spent a
Great guy.
long time in the last episode talking to him.
Wait, You need this to get in and out through the gate. Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. If I had known that that's all I needed to do to get enough to level up so I could survive this encounter, I would have done it ages ago. Also, the success on that one ability check was a godsend. That was like a message from God telling me that I spent too long on that interaction. Alright, we're gonna save there. I'm assuming I can go through here now. So, oh, I have to go down this way. I need to look at the tasks that I have real quick and see exactly what I've just been saddled with. Alright, I think I can go through here now. And go through this door. Hello? There we go. Yes! Okay, wonderful. We have escaped. Alright. So, Jean-Luc. Hello.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go. So it was. You surmounted the harbor wall in a display of athletic prowess to reach my superior. Then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, and I will remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
There's a but while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it on ourselves.
That's fine.
I think it was a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup. Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Sure, man. Go right on ahead.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something? Cool. I like men with guns and power. I'm Katya, by the way.
You hear
Hi,
that?
Katya.
That sound. He's breaking something.
Like
Yeah,
the tree.
Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there.
And we can
I
hear
wish
it
I
from
could
here?
hear it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everott's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
With whoever I want, I'm unbelievably corrupt cop. I'm corrupt every opportunity I get.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him. The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today. Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a Union man from now on.
Alright, thanks, man. Kim, let's go. Do we have to do anything with the body? Oh, wait. Right. I wanted to... maybe see... Oh, brother. Here we go. Here we go. Wanted to see about body down. Do something, you're a cop. Yeah, okay. We'll go over there in a second. The basement door behind the greenhouse in the backyard to intimidate the occupant. Okay. The key to the weasel's door from Mañana. Okay. Is this... Hey, man.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
I don't know, some whistleblowers,
Oh,
I think.
Say no more. I got you. I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
It sounds like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. I'm not opening the door for myself. Opening it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks. What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess. I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He means he's not going to tell you, cause he doesn't know. But he will shoot his mouth off with you now that you're working for Everard.
Thanks, man. Bye! I have to go look at a dead body again. Bye-bye. See you later. Okay, let's go do this real quick. I think I go here, down this way, and we're good. We're finally out of the harbor.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's just...
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy. Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The RCM's 4-phase murder scene processing manual.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up!
It's not about cutting. And no, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work.
Wait, honorary rank of detective? Yes, I feel like a detective. I don't think I'm a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now, the way I see it, it's either this, or we complete the initial interviews. We already met Everard, that only leaves the Wild Pines representative. There's one in town, negotiating the strike. She could have information.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is At 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Muindi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Epui Descent, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
Fine. It's a 3-part form to be filled out on the scene by the detectives responsible. One takes note, the other dictates. The goal is to establish cause of death. A scalpel is not always required. I hope this is one of those cases. Latex gloves are, however. Unfortunately, no. They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes. In your paperwork, officer, just fill out the field autopsy form. Officer, what
Obviously. Obviously I've lost it. I have amnesia, dude. What are we talking about? I still have my disco trousers. I haven't lost my satin shirt. I have both of them. I found the other one, too.
Good. Otherwise you would only have one shoe now. I can give you my paperwork. There's an autopsy form there. Several, actually. But only if it helps move things along. Right. The autopsy form is near the end.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with,
That's you. Not an energetic start to an autopsy, I agree.
Pig's messed up. Kuno feels pity.
Just leave it empty, officer.
the corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia. The next box says,
Coroner's case number.
57 dash next NA next NA. Roughly 50.
try 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side. He nods.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Muindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Fucky!
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What exactly is treatment anyway? Agreed, no treatment. I'm not so sure.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then,
We should start the post-mortem.
the corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination
Close.
summary.
The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic. Vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing. Tattoos. The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age 42. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing. Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short. Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Right.
Get your mark.
I am not putting the little editor's notes from these kids in these notes for the actual investigation.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark. We get chain cutters, then try with those. I have a pair in the toolbox of my kinema. Damn corpse. We had a good rhythm going.
Hey. Psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff. Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Wait, what's this communism even about? Roll up your sleeves and start building. It's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken.
Very well.
I don't want to do that right now.
No objections.
If I had known that this was the conversation I was about to get into with my inner self, I probably wouldn't have selected the button to start it.
Anyone? Anyone else? There's no one? There's no one. Okay then. Lie down and let the water carry you downstream.
If I keep with it, I'm gonna be here forever. That's just how it goes. Okay. What do I have in my inventory? So we've got that and these. Okay. Honestly, that might be where I end it. For right now, we will pick back up with this, now we're actually finally getting into the murder mystery part of the murder mystery, and I'm really excited about that. Now that I've actually made progress, I feel a little more comfortable. Now that I'm like out of the harbor, I feel like I can actually do stuff going forward. So I'm really excited to get back into the next part, but for right now, we're going to end it here. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things at the end of YouTube videos. You can follow me on Blue Sky and Twitch, and all that fun stuff will be in the description below, and I will see you all next time.